Hey there guys, it's MrKonDumb from channel MegaDuel009, and this is Technique Meta for today. Today we're going to be discussing Mirror Force and Dimensional Prison. Alright, let's take a look at both these cards. Let's start with Dimensional Prison. And its effect is, activate only when your opponent declares an attack, remove from play the attacking monster. Alright, pretty good effect. This is not a counter trap, it's a normal trap. And Mirror Force, I'd like to show this to you. It's Italian, so you're probably not able to read it. Its effect is when an opponent monster declares an attack, destroy all monsters in attack position. Alright, so both very good cards. They both seem very similar. Dimensional Prison removes from play the attacking monster. Very good. It gets rid of Stardust, gets rid of cards that need to be destroyed and sent to the graveyard in order to get their effects activated. Sandgan, Stardust, like I said. And TGs as well. Issue is, Dimensional Prison only removes from play one card, not all cards. Not Forza Reflexa. Mirror Force destroys all attack position monsters when an opponent monster declares an attack. Destroys is the key word. It does not remove from play, it does not negate and destroy, it just destroys all monsters. Very good effect. It's good for multiple card removal if you're about to get OTK'd. Issue is, it can be negated with Stardust, so if you're losing and you're staring down at Stardust, scoop it up, unless they forget to negate. So that's that. Also, another thing is its attack position monsters. Pretty good. Obviously, you're going to want to negate monsters that are going to attack you as opposed to monsters sitting in defense position. The only monster I can think of that this won't work on is Great Shogun. No, not Great Shogun, Total Shogun, Total Defense Shogun or something. And he's a silly monster. He sits in defense and attacks that way. So that doesn't really do anything. But okay. Nobody plays that anymore. I don't think anybody's ever has played that. So, interesting. You automatically most of the time it's like, Mirror Force is 100% better. It gets rid of multiple monsters. But then some people are like, well, Dimensional Prison's better because it's a remotion play and it kills Stardust. It's both. Either one works great. You can obviously only have one Mirror Force, but you can have 3 Dimensional Prisons. So 3 Dimensional Prisons can work as one Mirror Force. But right now, since we're kind of in a meta where it's like set 1 or maybe set 2 if you're feeling ballsy, or in set 3 if you have protection for it, that's also very key. But in this case, a lot of people are just setting their Mirror Force, and then they use it to 1-for-1. And if that's the case, you might as well just be using Dimensional Prison. But if you're in a format that's like Sam Rush, and there's no defense at all, go ahead, be my guest. Throw a Mirror Force at their face. It works out a whole lot better. It's a mass destruction effect, so then that way they can't get their effects to say, well, I just want my Keyzon to die instead of my Shigun. So yeah. Both of these can be considered 1-for-1s, but Mirror Force is a multiple. It can be 2-for-1, 3-for-1, 5-for-1 at most. Dimensional Prison, it's always a good card. It's common. It's very expensive still. It's like $6, $7, $8. While Mirror Force has been printed commons in, I think, the past 2 structure decks, and those are pretty cheap. A couple bucks, $3, $4 maybe. Both very good cards. Personally, I would definitely choose the Mirror Force right now, just in case you want to hit the 2-for-1. But if, like I said, you live in a format where it's graveyard effects, they need to get to the graveyard, Dimensional Prison is the way to go. It also gets rid of cards, any sort of Exceed, these both do. The only thing is, Logia is now going to be a problem. I think it's Logia, it's the Solemn Source Rex, that's going to be running around with Rescue Rabbit. So these are your tech picks that are definitely going to be helping you out in the battle for supremacy. This has been MrKonDumb, and I'll see you guys next time.